Good morning, children. Last class we have seen about resistors connected in series and connected in parallel connection. Yes. So here today we are going to see about heating effect of electric current. So we know that a battery or cell is a source of electrical energy. Yes, the chemical reaction within the cell generates the potential difference between its two terminals, which cause the flow of current through a resistor. Yes. So a part of the source energy is used for maintaining the current, which is consumed by the machines to do useful work. For example, electric fan means for rotating the blades of an electric fan. Rest of the energy will be expended in heat to raise the temperature of gadgets. Okay, so we often observe this in our everyday life. For example, an electric fan becomes warm if you used continuously for longer time. Yes. On the other hand, if the electric circuit is purely resistive, then the heat will be generated from the highly resistance wire. Okay, so if in any electrical appliances, when we are using some of the energy, electrical energy will be consumed by the machine for its useful work, and some amount of the electrical energy will be released in the form of heat, which will raise the temperature of electrical appliances and which make it warm when it was using continuously. Okay, so here we are going to see heating effect of electric current. So when electricity passes through high resistance wire like nichrome wire, the resistance wire become very hot and produce heat. As I have already told, electrical energy will make some of the electrical energy will be consumed for its useful work, and some of the energy will be produced as a heat. Why it is happening? Because the highly resistance wire like nichrome wire become very hot and will produce what? Heat. That heat is called as heating effect of current. Understood, children? So when electricity passes through an highly resistance wire like a nichrome wire, the resistance wire become very hot and produce heat. That is called heating effect of current. So this heating effect of current is used in devices such as electric heater and iron box. Okay, so electric heater, we know it is used to produce heat. It will make the water hot. As iron box also we will use to iron the clothes. As so during using these electrical appliances, heat will be generated based on the heating effect of electric current. Okay, so these electrical appliances is working based on the principle of heating effect of electric current. Understood, children? Now we are going to see Joule's law of heating. So Joule's law of heating is determined by the scientist called James Prescott Joule. Okay, so who determined Joule's law of heating? James Prescott Joule. So now consider electric current I. It is flowing through a resistor having a resistance equal to R. Okay. So consider electric current I, which is flowing through a resistor having resistance equal to R. And the charge Q flows through the circuit for the time t. So we know when the electric conductor conduct electricity, there will be a flow of charge. Yes, so the charge Q flows through the circuit for the time t. Now the work done in moving the charge Q of potential difference V is equal to V into Q. So potential difference means the work done to move the charge from one point to other. Yes, that can be considered as V is equal to V into Q. Now the power input to the circuit by the electric source is, that is P power is equal to V into Q by T. So already we have seen Q by T means what? Current which is flowing through the current. I is equal to Q by T. We have seen in first class itself. Yes. So are you remembering? So now power is equal to V into Q by T. So substitute now Q by T is equal to I. We will get power is equal to V into I. Understand, children? So power is equal to, so power generated in the input of the electrical circuit is equal to V into Q by T. So in the place of Q by T, you have to substitute Q by T is equal to I. So we will get power P is equal to V into I. So power P is equal to V into I. It will be used for solving the numerical problems. Okay. So keep it in your mind. Now, energy supplied to the circuit by the source in time t. Energy is equal to power into time. So energy supplied to the circuit by the source in time t is equal to P into T. Now you substitute P is equal to, we know VIS. So that you substitute in the place of P. So we will get energy is equal to VI into T. Understood? So we know P is equal to VIS. So that you are going to substitute in the place of P. So we will get energy is equal to VI into T. Now energy, it will get dissipated in the resistor as heat. Now steady current I, it flows through the conductor. The amount of heat H produced in time t is equal to H is equal to Vi into T. Okay, so electrical energy, heat energy, already I have told here, the heat energy supplied to the circuit is equal to VIT. So now steady current I flows through the conductor. The amount of heat energy H produced in time t is equal to H is equal to VIT. Now apply Ohm's law. So we know according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. We have seen in last classes Ohm's law. Yes? Are you remembering? So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Okay. Now substitute in the place of V is equal to IR. We will get H is equal to I square RT. Understood? So in the place of V are substituting what? V is equal to IR. So that we will get H is equal to I square RT. So this is known as Joule's law of heating. Okay, so according to Joule's law of heating, what is the heat energy generated by the circuit? Heat H is equal to I square RT. Okay. Now we are going to see the law, Joule's law of heating. So according to Joule's law of heating, heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to the square of current for a given resistance. So that only we have written here. So heat is directly proportional to the square of the current for a given resistance, and it is directly proportional to the time t for which the current flows through the resistor. Then it is directly proportional to the time for which the current flows through the resistor. Understood? So heat energy H, Joule's law, heat produced in the resistor is equal to I square RT. This is known as Joule's law of heating. Very important question, 3-mark question. Often they used to ask in exams. Okay, read. Okay, so according to Joule's law of heating, what heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to the square of current for a given resistance. It is directly proportional to the time for which the current flows through the resistor, and it is directly proportional to the time for which the current flows through the resistor. Okay, it is directly proportional to the resistance, directly proportional to the square of current, directly proportional to the time. Okay, so this is known as Joule's law of heating. Then practical application of heating effect of electric current. Now this heating effect of electric current is used practically for several electrical appliances. Yes, so the electric laundry iron, electric toaster, electric oven, electric kettle and electric heater, these all we are using in our homes. Yes, so these all devices, familiar devices, it is working based on electrical heating effect of electrical current. Okay, so these all devices, electrical device such as electric laundry iron, electric toaster, electric oven, electric kettle and electric heater, all these devices working based on the heating effect of electric current. So electric heating, it is also used to produce light in an electric bulb. So how the electric bulb is producing light, that we are going to see. So a strong metal with a high, so the filament of the bulb is made with a strong metal which is having high melting point. So the filament of bulb is made with a metal called tungsten. Okay, tungsten, which is having high melting point. The melting point of tungsten is 3380 degree. So this is one of the new types. So the melting point of tungsten is 3380 degrees Celsius. Okay, so why the tungsten is used for making bulb filaments means because it is having a high melting point. Okay, so the metal called tungsten which is having high melting point is used for making bulb filaments. So bulbs usually filled with the chemically inactive nitrogen and argon gases to prolong the life of filament. So in order to increase the or in order to extend the life of the filament, the bulb will be filled with the inactive nitrogen and argon gases. Okay. Now here you can see the structure of bulb. You know, this is the filament which is made, filament of the bulb which is made with the tungsten metal having the high melting point. Okay, so to extend the life of the filament, they will fill the bulb with what? Inactive nitrogen and argon gases. So most of the power consumed by the filament appears heat, but a small part of it is in the form of light radiated. Okay, so most of the power consumed by the filament will be produced in the form of heat, but only small part of it is in the form of light radiated. Now, uh, second practical application of heating effect of electric current is fuse. So, fuse used in electric circuit is worked based on the heating effect of electric current. Now we are going to see that. So, what is meant by fuse? Fuse is a substance which will protect circuit and appliances by stopping the flow of an high electric current. Okay, so fuse is used in electric circuit. Okay, it protects circuit and appliances by stopping the flow of any unduly high electric current. You know, sometimes no, there will be a high flow of electric current. Okay, so sudden flow of electric current will be prevented by the fuse. So fuse, it will protect circuit and electrical appliances by stopping the flow of high electric current. If there is a increase in electric current, that means unlimited increase of electric current will cause the electric circuit to burn, in the same way electrical appliances to burn. Sometime it will happen. Yes, so why? Because fuse is not proper means it will happen. So fuse here, it is acting as a protective source to protect circuits and appliances by stopping the flow of any unduly high electric current. So here in this picture you can see types of fuses. So some of them are not familiar with fuses. So just I have shown here the picture of different types of fuses. So fuse, how it is connected with the device? It is placed in series connection with the device. Okay, and it consists of, so about fuse we are going to study. Fuse consists of piece of wire which is made of metal or an alloy of appropriate melting point. Okay, so fuse consists of piece of wire made of metal or an alloy having particular melting point. Example, so these metals are used for making that wire, such as copper, aluminium, iron, lead, etc. Now, the fuses used for domestic purposes are rated as 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 5 ampere, 10 ampere, etc. according to the capacity of the fuse to tolerate the. For an electrical ion, so you know an iron box, yes, for an electric ion which consumes 1 kilowatt electric power when operated at potential difference of 220 volt, a current of 4.5 ampere will flow in the circuit. So once it get heated, it will consumes 1 kilowatt electric power. When it is operated at volt of 220 volt, so current of 4.5 ampere will be flow in the circuit at a time. So in this case, fuse 5 ampere fuse must be used, because once the circuit, when the electrical iron get heated, the electrical power consumed by it is 1 kilowatt. Not only that, the current of 4.54 ampere will flow, so that it need 5 ampere fuse. Yes, so electrical ion will use 5 ampere fuse. So if a current larger than specified values flows through the circuit, so sometimes I told no, when the current larger than specified values flows through the circuit, the temperature of fuse wire increases. This melt the fuse wire and breaks the circuit. Okay, so the flow of current will be stopped. It will protect the electric circuit and the electric appliances. Understood, children? So when the current larger than specified value flows, the the temperature of fuse wire increases, which will melt the fuse wire and breaks the circuit and stop the flow of current, so that circuit and electrical appliances will be protected. If the fuse is not there, the current which is larger than specified value flows through the electrical circuit, makes the circuits to burn by increasing the temperature. Okay, but as the fuse is there, just when the current increased, it flows through the circuit and the temperature of fuse wire increase, only the fuse wire will melt and breaks the circuit and stop the flow of current. So this is the work which is done by the fuse wire. So only fuse is acting as a protective source and is protecting the circuit. So the fuse wire is usually, so here you can see the structure of fuse. So fuse wire is inside, it will be, fuse wire is usually covered in a cartridge of porcelain. This is called porcelain or similar material with the two metal ends. In both the end, it will be having the metal covering. Okay, understood, children? So the fuse wire is usually encased in cartridge of porcelain or similar material with metal ends. Now electric power. So electric power means rate of doing work. Rate of is also defined as rate of consumption of energy. Electric power P is equal to V into I, that is potential difference into current. SI unit of electric power is watt. So what is mean by electric power? It is the power consumed by a device that carries 1 ampere of current when operated at a potential difference of 1 volt. So it can be written as, already I have told, power is equal to 1 volt into current, as potential difference into current I told. So it can be written as 1 watt is equal to 1 volt into 1 ampere. That is called 1 VA. The unit watt is small, so we will use larger unit called kilowatt. So 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt. So electrical energy is the product of power and time. So the unit of electrical energy is watt hour. Okay, watt hour. The unit of electrical energy is what? Watt hour. So smaller unit is watt, and in much larger unit we will use kilowatt. So the energy, unit of electrical energy is what? Watt hour. 1 watt hour. So 1 watt hour is the energy consumed when 1 watt of power is used for 1 hour. Okay. So 1 watt hour means it is the energy consumed when 1 watt of power is used for 1 hour. The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Already I have told the unit of energy used is kilowatt hour. Yes. It is also called as unit. It is also called as unit. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt into, in 1 hour how many seconds are there? 3600 seconds. Yes. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt into 3600 second. Okay, which can be written as 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 watt second is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. Understood, children? So I hope that you all understand today's topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. Thank you.